Got the ABR operator. Operator, leave my baby on the line. I don't know about the operator. Hey, who got 7.62? Buff, you got an AK? Buff, you running with 7.62? You picked up the ammo. Do you got a gun, nigga? Ammo.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, that's the Asian boy in the
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 59, Mike. 59. Here, Mike. 59. Hey, Haywood.
Now it's Rodgers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss.
They get shot from
and
on
they
top
also
of the
have the
roof.
ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Gordon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
21.
Now Breeze. A dump off to Elliott. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
21.
Breeze now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
57, Mike 57. Go. 57.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 57.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking deep for Demarius. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw is Breeze. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I got it. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey. 4 down. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go, D.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This shit unthawed. It's unthawed.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
26. Hey, Alpha.
Now Rodgers. Roberts has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
57, Mike, 57. Take 30.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Squeeze, double.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Now Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Kill. Hey, easy. Watch the whip.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Breeze
to throw forward on 4. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Check. Crunch. Shoot.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Come on, QB, come on.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now Gordon on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gold with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Quan Alexander. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And an alley to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I left a piece of chicken in there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rolling to his left. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's caught. Block it. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the victory here for Seattle, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.